G'day and welcome. Today's going to be a quick review of the 6-man annex from Kings. And last night we had a little bit of a storm. Wasn't too crazy, but let's have a quick look inside and see what the results were. First of all, it's not too bad, contrary to the title of this video. Yeah, there's definitely plenty of room in it. It installs very easy. I only have 2 guy ropes holding it up at this stage, one on either side, and it's yeah, pretty good. I'm running 6 pegs. We've got 1 peg there, another 2 by the door to make the door nice and easy, and obviously 2 at the back there. Plenty of ventilation, it doesn't get too hot in there, it's not bad at all. First I've used a blower to blow this section just to clean it up a little bit for the video, but from here on in, this is where the evidence doesn't lie, but we had water spattered all over this section here, and then now we'll take a closer look. That's all water droplets that came through last night. It's down both sides. It pools up underneath the legs. There's some more water. This side's the high side, but still a little puddle down there. Back up the door and we'll work our way down the right hand side. There's droplets everywhere. Now this is where it's just a little concerning. That's quite a large puddle there, and I reckon I could have a bath in what's down the bottom here. There's quite a considerable amount of water. But in the scheme of things, I'd rather be in here than out in the wet. So it's just held up by those 2 poles. This one and this one, and the 2 guy ropes on the outside. That's pretty much it. It held up in the storm, no problem. No rips or tears. A little bit of cotton stuck to the outsides of the screens, but I'd say that's just from manufacturing being new. So not entirely sure where it leaked through. I'm assuming the stitching, the zipper I should say. A little bit of light comes through there. I think it pays to take attention to some of the stitching, not the stitching, the seam sealing. You can see it's not 100% seam sealed. There's sections where it's lifted. For the most part, you can see it's lifted here. Doesn't seem like that's stuck down at all, to be honest. There's a big air gap underneath it all. But everywhere that has to have seam sealing has the seam sealing. So they've gone through the motions. I think the quality assurance is quite there, but I'll just give you a look at some more of the seams. You can see that spot there especially. It's just lifting on the side here. We look like we've nearly missed the stitching here altogether. Somebody had a few drinks when they made this one. So a quick look on the outside again. Yes, I know that's not a King's rooftop tent. That is a 230 1400 Dakota with the LST technology, light suppression technology. Fantastic tent. Did not leak a little bit. So if anyone's wondering, yes, they do connect. The zippers will connect to the 230 1400. A good way to expand your living quarters without spending a fortune. At the risk of getting water inside, of course. But overall, for the size of space you get, I'm pretty impressed. A little bit of water is fine. It's not my problem, it's the kids' problem. But they'll be in swags inside this anyway, so all 3 kids should be quite comfortable in a swag in there. So the tent's been set up. It's not 100% perfect. You can tell by the wrinkles in the side wall here. Tried to get it as tight as I could. But, for the most part, it's not too bad. But if you don't get it perfect, you have issues with the zippers. They won't. There you go. They don't like to zip up. But if you do manage to get the wall correct, which I focused on the door here, obviously this is our point of entry. But, if you get it tight enough, it opens and closes perfectly. So the windows and the storm flaps slash sunshades, they are not too bad. I just have one gripe with them, and so they roll up, no drama, out of the way. Only thing I would like to see is possibly a stiffener bar in the bottom here to help the water, stop the water from coming in, or maybe a bit of Velcro in the middle, because when it was stormy last night it lifted up. It's just a zipper on each side. As you can see, those zippers aren't too bad. But when the wind picked up, you can see there's not much of an overlap or a flap, so I may do something about putting a couple of pieces of Velcro across here, or possibly opening up this and sliding a stiffener bar in there. Probably go with the Velcro because I don't know how well it would fold up with the stiffener bar in there, but just something for Kings to think about anyway. In the points where it matters, like where I've got the guy rope here, we also have another spot for a guy rope to come forward. I haven't done that one this time. I'll try that next time. But where the stitching matters is triple, quadruple stitched. Didn't seem to fail. Does seem to look like the stitching is pulling a little bit at the top there. So all in all though, if I get a season out of it for the money, hey, it's worth it. This is how I've been removing the water out of the tent. Blow it all to one corner, and I'll get the towel in there and towel dry it. It shouldn't be too hard to do. And you probably could just drag a towel across the floor. It's not a great deal of water, but it will be one wet towel when you're done. Now we've got to mop this puddle up before we can put it away. Right, so here we have the bag to roll up the Annex, the pole bag, which is with these two collapsible poles. They're very easy to use. Just pull the clip and down they come. Push it back in to lock it off. I've messed up the side of the tent now, but you get the drift. Alright, now I'm currently inside the tent. I'm right against the mesh. As you can see, pulling the tent, pushing on the mesh. That's my head pushing on the mesh. Just to give you an idea of how much space we have. So, quite a considerable amount of space. I think you would easily fit 4 single swags in here. That would be kind of tight for the 4 swags and a bit of foot room, but I think you'd do it no problem. The other thing I was asked about was how well this works, the entrance to the vehicle. Let's have a look. Similar to as advertised. I don't think you're supposed to put your foot on it, but you can roll it up. It does have the toggles for it. I have done that. No dramas. It does stay up there. The wind has pushed the straps down from the tent last night, but I can easily access the side of my vehicle. So I wanted to do this video as there wasn't much information on these 6-man annexes, just so I can help somebody else out. If you're like me, you like to do a lot of research before you go pick up a product, and unless you get feedback from customers, you don't really know. I mean, in the shop it doesn't rain, so it is what it is. So this here, King's 6-man annex, you decide. So my final thoughts, would I recommend this tent? Annex, I should say. I'm going to say yes. I was lucky and got this at a second scratch and dent sale. They said it was display stock, but I think it was just a busted box, to be honest. It looked brand new in the packet, like it never been opened. So I did get it at a discount, which is, yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. So look out for the sales and you might snag yourself a bargain, but I highly recommend it. Keeps the bugs out, somewhere to eat, free, bug free, and yeah, there's a fair bit of room inside, so you won't be disappointed for space. Great for littlies. I've got 3 teenagers that I'm going to stick in here, all in their own swags. Hopefully it makes my life a little easier. Alright guys, hopefully this tip's helpful and you get some value out of this content. Alright, have a good day. Peace out.